Good evening, I'm Paul McCartney and welcome to Wigan News. The headlines tonight: man in shock over hand theft.
And one day I just looked down and I think they weren't there.
Shevington woman distraught after NHS cock-up arse. And Wigan family in decorating hell.
I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
But before all that, and then thumbs down to traditional TV news, we'll bring you the weather now instead of at the end what they usually do.
Well, we don't have it. We don't have the weather.
Okay, I'm just hearing we can't bring you the weather now, but we'll try to bring it to you before the end of the programme. A Springfield man has been arrested today after harming a bird in Mains Park, Wigan. Bird is in the slang term for woman. Jeff Parmaham from Beach Hill blames the incident on a recent near-death experience involving a plastic bag. The bag apparently wrapped itself around Jeff's lips, starving the man of needed oxygen for his little brain. Who's to blame then? The bag or the man? James Cooper reports.
This is Wigan. Bags are aplenty here. There's one. But what of the bag that ruined a man's life? I spoke to Marvin Leake of Bag the Bag Then Bin It in a park in Wigan.
Collective responsibility. Basically, we're all in it together. We're all out there picking up our own bags and we're binning them, like the campaign, the title of the campaign is Bag a Bag, Then Bin It. If people knew that, then what happened before wouldn't have occurred, because the bag wouldn't have been just lying around for someone to put his head into. And I feel personally responsible because it was my bag.
So why didn't you bin it?
I don't know.
Have you not heard? Bag the bag and then you bin it.
That's right, yeah.
You talk about these policies but you don't adhere to them.
I know I really should.
Should? Could?
Yeah.
These sound like the words of a fool.
I assure you, I'm no fool. I know what my responsibilities are and I will try harder in the future.
You say you're no fool, but you didn't actually bag the bag, let alone bin it.
I feel we're just
bag
going
the
round in
bag,
circles.
man.
We're just going round in circles now.
Jeff will be kept in a nearby shed by police until his face calms down, or his brother, seen here running away from the new campaign, can stump up the £100 bribe they've asked for.
So, what is the end message to this?
Whenever you're in a park and you see a bag lying on the floor, pick it up, put it in the bin.
If you could make it more concise, maybe a sort of saying.
Bag a bag, then bin it.
Bag the bag, then bin it. Thank you.
So what is the message at the end of all of this? Well, the message appears to be bag the bag and then bin it. Or else maybe you will end up in prison. And isn't that where we all are? I mean, in our minds, really?
James Cooper.
James Cooper, Wigan News.
Tunes are to be banned as of next week after a report into the Medicine Suite showed that 90% of tunes consumers die within 400 years of touching the sweets. The government decided to act after a small boy discovered a terrifying stat almost 400 years ago that said that people died within 400 years. All shops with tunes in will be destroyed single-handedly by Rufus Wainwright, who will be promoting his latest LP at the same time, a concept album about cliffs. Now, diabetics be warned. Sugar is the new in thing in Wigan Vogue. Scientifically, sugar loosely refers to monosaccharides or disaccharides. Monosaccharides are also called simple sugars, the most important one being glucose. Glucose has seen a real surge in popularity over the past few months, with illustrious stars such as Ross Kemp and Helena Bonham Carter all ditching sweeteners for sugar. Experts predict that the glamorisation of sugar, or sugarisation, will cause most of the UK to be diabetic within 45 minutes. Now, as we're all aware, depression is a major problem for Wigan residents. A huge problem that hasn't got a solution for many. Black Teeth went in search of a solution to stop people throwing themselves off bridges.